Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall, and are you getting sick of the Gateway 2000s yet? I'm not. I'm having a great time with these. So, we're going to move on to our next one this week. This one being the Gateway 2000 4DX2-66V. This is the one and only 486 that I got in this bundle. And I have already tested it off camera, and I can confirm that it does work just fine. As far as I know, I haven't tested the floppy drive or the CD-ROM drive yet. We will do that on camera. And I've already added a Gateway 2000 Family PC sticker on here since I know it works. This comes courtesy of Geek and Spiel. Highly recommend him. Just Google for Geek and Spiel, and you'll be able to find all kinds of reproduction stickers for your vintage computers. This is not an endorsement. I'm not getting paid to say this. I'm just letting you guys know of a really good service. But I digress. Purpose of this video is to take a look at this computer, so we will proceed to do that. And I'll go ahead and take the lid off. Okay, got it opened up, and I've gone handheld for this to make things a little bit easier. Let's take a look at our expansion slots. This is an ISA-only system, as you can see here, but has a feature that I have never used before, but I've seen on other computers and other videos and whatnot. Visa local bus slots. Yeah, that's right. We get to play with Visa local bus on this computer. Yeah, there we go. Focus in on that. And here's the video card, which is using one of the Visa local bus slots. I believe this is a ATI Mach 32. I don't know if you can see it too well. Turn the phone light on. There we go. It's a little better. Phone's not wanting to focus very well today. And we got the sound card here. Turn the light back on. This is, I figured out what this is called. This is a Sound Galaxy Basic. And if Sound Galaxy sounds familiar, that's because they were known for making the sound cards for Packard Bell computers. Now, Packard Bell's never had the Galaxy Basic, but it's very similar to what you'd find in a Packard Bell. It took me a while to find the proper drivers for it because the P560 right there uses the same sound card. And you can also see the CD-ROM drive is plugged into here, presumably because there's only one IDE controller on the motherboard. So that will be interesting to get set up. And we got a modem, which will be replaced with a network card. There's our socket 3 486 DX2-66. What else we got here? We got 8 megs of memory that will be upgraded. Oh, we got a manufacturer on this motherboard, Micronics Computers. And thankfully, this computer uses a battery that's not too bad to deal with. Uses one of these funny-looking Rayovac computer clock batteries. And for some reason, the camera's not wanting to focus today. And believe it or not, it still kind of works. It shows the date as 2023 and not 2024, but hey, I'll take it. I'm still going to replace it, though. Just got to find one. Let's see, we got a hard drive right here, Western Digital Caviar. I forget what size. I think it was like 400 megs or something. Floppy drive, and the aforementioned CD-ROM drive, which is original to this computer. Power supply right there. And I think that's about it for the inside. Okay, I've got it all hooked up. Let's power it on. Comes our signal. Don't know how to get into the BIOS. Haven't tried that yet. 128K of cache. Very high-pitched post beep. Putting it into DOS. There's a CD-ROM driver. Has a lap link installed, and it goes straight into Windows. And here we are. Let's adjust the screen there. Let's see what all we got here. Let's go to the file manager first. Okay, a 404 meg hard drive. That sounds about right. Control panel, see what we got going on here. Gateway 2000 audio driver. Typical Windows 3.11 install. A lot of program groups here. Let's see what we've got. I did go through this the other day, just off camera. Got a lot of knowledge adventure games. Jumpstart Kindergarten, Jumpstart First Grade, Jumpstart Second Grade, and Jumpstart Fourth Grade. I'm missing Third Grade for some reason. Mock Utilities, that's for the video card. Corel CD-ROM. Multimedia, that's the Microsoft Multimedia Pack. Games, we just got your standard Solitaire and Minesweeper. Win32 with a dead icon for free sale, but it still works so. Learning Company, we got Reader Rabbit 1 and 2, Clue Finders, Oregon Trail 2, something called Gradebook. So this is leading me to believe that, like the P560 over there, the tower, this was probably used in a school somewhere. I imagine a elementary school. Gateway 2000 audio utilities, just a mixer. CompuServe. Publisher 2.0. WordPerfect 6.0 for Windows. Windows Spanish. And Spanish 4.2. And French test, I guess that's a for learning French. Kiplinger's Simply Money. Looks like some budgeting software. Comworks, including LapLink. Excel 4.0. No Word on here, just Excel. Microsoft Works. I believe that's version 3. And a few entertainment pack games, not many. 77% resources free. Oh, expert screensaver, whatever that is. I'll look at that another day. Okay. That's pretty much all the stuff that's on here. Nice selection of software. I think they forgot to set the wallpaper to tiled mode. Let's go into DOS and see what's going on here. $525K of conventional memory left. That's not a whole lot. DOS 6.2. MSD. Let's see what it has to say here. Okay, Gateway with Phoenix BIOS. BIOS date January 15th, 1988. There's some video card information. So yeah, pretty simple little DOS machine here. And we're about to make a few little upgrades to it. Actually, before we do that, we need to test a few things. First, let's test the CD-ROM drive. This is the original Mitsumi quad-speed CD-ROM. Going all in here, I put a CDR in there. Let's see if it'll read. The light came on at least. Hope it does work because I don't think I have any spares. Okay, so that does work. Good, good, I'm glad to see that. So we got a working CD-ROM drive. Now for the floppy drive. Stick this random disk in. A DIR. Alright, floppy drive works. So good, we don't have to change either of these out. That's always a relief. Okay, let's power it down and we'll start working. Okay, we are going to be adding this 3COM network card, ISA card to have network access. We're going to take the modem out and put this in its place. And sorry purists, but we're going to stick a CF card adapter in here, but don't worry, the hard drive will stay in here with all that original software on there. I'm not going to get rid of that. But this will make switching between OSs and stuff a lot easier. So let's start with the changing the modem out with the network card. Okay. This actually came out of another Gateway 2000 that I got in this lot. I'm glad I saved this. I don't have too many ISA network cards, so the more the merrier. Alright, that was simple enough. Now for the CF card. Let me go ahead and disconnect the hard drive. Molex connector is a little tight. There we go. Stretch out this IDE cable a little bit. Yeah, it does look like we've only got one IDE controller on here. So for the CD-ROM, we will continue to use the sound card for it to interface with. Okay, this is not keyed, so hopefully I get this right. As a matter of fact, I think I'll test it before screwing it in. And for power, it needs a floppy drive connector. Unfortunately, I don't have any spares. I don't have any spare adapters either, so forgive me, folks. I'm going to have to unplug the front fan just temporarily. I'll see if I can overnight an adapter from Amazon. Okay, now for the CF card. Got a 2 gig card right here. Hopefully it's not too big for this system. Okay, how's it going? Put it somewhere where it won't get shorted out. Okay, come on. Okay, I guess it'll work. Okay, let's see if I got this hooked up properly. Oh yeah, probably help if I plugged power up to it. Alright, take two. Okay, it's probably connected right if it's posting. Usually if it's not connected properly, it won't even post. But I do want to make sure it picks up the CF card properly though, all 2 gigs. Hard disk configuration error. Okay, I was afraid of that. Okay, I turned the cable around. Just see if that makes any difference. Actually, I don't think it will. Might have made things worse because I think the light isn't lit up. So maybe it was right all along. It just doesn't like the CF card, which is a shame because this is the smallest size I have. I wish I knew how to get into the BIOS. Okay, I found the how to get into the BIOS. It's Control-Alt-Escape. Found that thanks to a Google search. Okay, date is right. I guess, well, actually, no, it's a few days off. Hard disk 1 auto config. BIOS is acting a little bit funky. Wonder if it can even pick up such a large drive. I'm gonna turn on block mode. I don't know if that'll make a difference. Probably not. Not installing me with a lot of confidence. We'll just let it run as is and see if it will take it. I don't know why I didn't think about drive size being an issue on this. Oh yeah, it's not looking good. And as I said, I don't have any drives smaller than this as far as compact flash goes. Yeah. Sometimes in this life I get ahead of myself. Apparently the second way we had the IDE cable in was correct. I assumed that with it not lighting up that something wasn't right, but apparently it's not supposed to be lit up. It only lights up when it's reading and writing. So I switched it back, and third time's a charm, and it seems to be detecting it just fine, especially in a Cronus OS selector. I'll just go ahead and delete the factory Transcend partition. And I'll put in DOS 622 disk 1 to boot from. And hopefully it's all uphill from here. Still need to update the RAM on here. I've got some EDO sims in the other room. I'll try it on here. I want to at least get it to 16 megs. On the P560, I was able to install 622 from a CD-ROM, but because this uses a proprietary CD driver, I can't really do that this time. I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way with a floppy disk. Let's put in the correct time and date. I do need to get a new battery for this, but hey, it seems to be working good enough. Okay, today's March 1st, 2024, and it is 4:08 p.m. See, in 24-hour time, that would be 16:08. Wait, it didn't, I don't remember it making a partition. So what's it being copied to? It's weird. We'll just let it do its thing, I guess. Okay, DOS has been installed. Will it boot? I'm going to take this as a no. Yeah, I should have been suspicious when it didn't make a partition or anything. So I don't think we're out of the woods yet. So we'll let it boot from the DOS disk again and just go to F disk manually and see how everything looks. Very quiet floppy drive, by the way. And what a screwdriver. Yeah. He already checked it earlier. What good it did. Didn't do its due diligence. Okay, display partition information. Yeah, it's still showing that Transcend partition. Well, let's just delete it through here. Now that does concern me, 903 megabytes. Okay. In worst case scenario, I can always use drive overlay software. At least I think. Okay, I didn't know it was still recording. Let's continue, format. This is what we should have been doing earlier. So maybe we'll have better luck this time. But that also means we've got to go through the setup process again and wait for these disks to copy over. Well, we've got more problems, folks. It gave me an error message when I was installing DOS, and it said that it couldn't copy over QBasic and other files, so I rebooted, and now whenever it tries to boot from the drive, it just resets the computer, so something is definitely not right here, and I'm afraid we're going to have to resort to using drive overlay software, if that will even work. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, booting back into the floppy, and this time we're going to exit, and we will switch disk over to Easy Drive. Type in Easy. Fingers crossed that this helps us at least a little bit. One issue I've always had with drive overlay is that it will not allow you to take a CF card out of a computer like this and plug it into the compact flash reader on a modern computer to copy files over, so that's going to be something we're going to lose out on. So if I need to copy files over, I'll just use this IDE to USB adapter. That should work. We'll do a fully automatic install. Yes, I do want to erase. Okay, it wants the DOS disk. Makes sense. Yep, looks good to me. Always hate having to use this, but it's a lifesaver when you're in a pinch. Ideally, what I'd love to have in this computer would be an XT IDE, just to bypass this weird IDE controller completely. Maybe I'll look into getting one of those soon. Okay, it's partition formatted and ready to use. Remove any disk. Press escape. And we'll see if it will boot this time. Okay, that's promising. Alright, this is further than we've gotten before. So I'll just stick that floppy in. And we'll try setting up DOS 622 again. For the third time in a row, but as we saw earlier, third time does seem to be the charm today. Enter, 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 enter. Okay, let's try this again. I feel a little bit more confident this time that we'll have a successful boot. Alright, looking good. Yes, we are in. And we'll run fdisk real quick just to see how our partition looks. Oh yeah, that looks accurate to me. So I need to hook this up to my laptop and get the sound card and CD-ROM drivers installed over so I can install stuff from the CDs. So let me take care of that. Alright, I've come back over here to my new laptop that I just got yesterday. The Dell Latitude 5410. It was built in late 2020, and this is the newest laptop I've ever had. But enough about that. We're here to get some files copied over. And like I said earlier, we are not going to be able to use this little card reader anymore, because it's now using the drive overlay software. So I've hooked it up to this little CF card IDE adapter normally used for laptops, and we will just connect it up to this USB adapter. That way it'll see it as a hard disk. It'll give us a better chance of it working. So let's plug it into the USB 3 port here. Okay, the USB adapter lit up. So hopefully it will see it. Nothing yet. Maybe this won't work. Okay, I took care of that issue just by unplugging it and plugging it back in. It was that simple. Don't ask me again about that Dropbox. I don't care about that. Okay, and here's our drive that we'll be able to successfully copy files over to now. Open a new tab. We'll go to my server where I keep some of my old retro stuff. And I believe this is the driver. So I'll just do a copy and paste. And there we go. All right, we're back on the gateway. And there's the directory we put on from the laptop. We'll go to it. Hopefully this will work. 16200. Okay, welcome to sound card installation. Looks good to me. I don't know if this did anything. Sure hope it did. Okay, looks like it just set up the sound card stuff. I don't see anything about the CD-ROM. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. SGBA16. Utility. Maybe this will do it. Let's see. Let's hope for the best here. Be so nice if it's this easy. Oh, interface card is wrongly connected. But it is connected. Why? Oh. More troubleshooting, folks. More troubleshooting. Oh, well, that was an adventure I didn't feel like going on today, but I think we're at a place where we can call this computer good enough to go. Here's how long I've been going at it. It's almost 10:15 p.m. That's late for me. And I started this around maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock this afternoon, but anyway, I could, not for the life of me, get the sound card and the CD-ROM drive to work properly, and a lot of it was to do with this network card. I'd take the sound card out, and it would work fine. The network card, that is. Put it back in, wouldn't work. Couldn't get an IP address or anything. And I just tried so many things. And then eventually the CD-ROM died. The drive itself died. And I just said, you know what? Enough of this. And besides, that CD drive used a proprietary interface anyway. So what I did was I found this generic CD-ROM drive right here and a tappy one. Put it in there, and I also replaced the sound card with something a lot more sensible, the ESS audio drive out of that P5-166XL over there. I'll have to find a cheap little sound blaster to put in that, but at least this is working now, and I've got the CD-ROM hooked up to its CD-ROM interface. And you can see here that it is working, and I've even got Windows going on here now. Windows for work groups. Oh yeah, and I also upgraded the RAM to 16 megs. Pretty generic install right now. I haven't really done much of it yet, except for some drivers. We can do a quick Canyon test. ESS-FM. Okay, time is a couple of hours off. Need to get that battery replaced. So yeah, everything seems to be working fine now, thankfully, and tomorrow I'll install games and software and other goodies on here. But I can finally put the lid back on here. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook and X. You may also support me on Patreon if you'd like. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off.